What have I done now? How's it going, shipheads? Welcome back. Welcome back to Trek Mods and another installment of the little series that I'm calling What Have I Done? It's where I take a look at the various models that I've been making on live streams, either solo live streams or group streams with the rest of the guys in Hobby Time Modelers. And the one we're looking at this time is the USS Sprinter. NCC 1771, which is a TOS era Galaxy class. So this is what the Galaxy class may have looked like if they designed it in Kirk's time. So what I did here was I took an Enterprise D. It's a 2500 scale Enterprise D kit. And as you can see, it's been heavily modified to appear as an original series ship. So let's take a quick look at what I did. So we'll start with the most obvious thing, of course, the saucer. So we've got our, let's just get this light down. There we go. So we got those three classic big front lights. I think they're supposed to be sensor equipment, not windows. Well, we got the regular old Enterprise windows coming around there. So one of the first things I did was I added a flat piece around the whole rim to thicken this, of course, because the Galaxy class got a pretty thin pointy saucer. So I added a flat piece of styrene all the way around to give that the thickness it needed. So this is just made out of a flat piece of styrene that's been cut. You can kind of, well, I don't know, I did a pretty good job. You can't really see the seams, but I made a bunch of cuts like this, curved it around, sort of made that spoon shape, glued it all together. This is from the 1000 scale Excelsior kit. It's one of your shuttle bay options. So that's kind of my bridge dome there. We got our Galaxy class observation lounge window back. Clean those windows out and do them a little better. I think I'm gonna redo the windows on this. Now I have UV resin. I didn't have UV resin when I did this, so it's just glue with a little bit of paint in it. And just like the D, we got our shuttle bay right at the back there. So for the impulse engines, what I did was I took the impulse engine piece from the big 350 scale Enterprise model that I've yet to build, and I used it as a template. What I did was I put tape around it, cut out the shape, with my X-Acto knife with the tape, opened up the tape to a flat state, and then I cut the piece. I reduced it with the photocopier, and then I just cut around and then bent my styrene around to the shape I needed according to the shape of the piece of tape. Got our impulse engines there. So you can obviously see that I cut the back of the nacelle off and added those sort of little spheres, but in this case they're ovals. We have our little we have our shuttle bay, and we have our little shuttle bay landing room or control tower, I guess you call it, right there with the window, the light. Looks like I'm gonna need a little bit more paint around there. Shows up on camera, but I can't see that in person. Those light leaks around that, so I'll touch that up. So I closed off all the chiller grill. This is a fabricated part that I made from scratch to go around the end of it there, the end cap. So I made the little intercooler tubes. The domes are thin pieces of plexiglass because I didn't have a thick enough thing, so I stacked together 3 or 4 little sheets of plexiglass, and then I carved them into these clear domes. That's just a little red paint on there. Looks like they're not quite the same color. I think I got one more coat of paint on this one than I do on this one. I'll have to fix that up a little bit. Piece of a clear sprue for this, just jammed right down into there. The top's been carved round and painted, and my sensor dome on the bottom. So this is CA glue and baking soda. So I just built it up in layers and layers and layers until I had a dome, and I could file it to be the right shape to fit in there. I had to sort of just hand paint that, made a couple stencils. It's on the bottom. There's more than that, but that's all I did. So we got the decals from the Galileo shuttle is what I used for this. And the reason it's called the Sprinter is because that's one of the words you can get from rearranging the name Enterprise. So I decided to go with Sprinter. And last but not least, we got our deflector, which is totally made from scratch. So I just made that with styrene pieces, little thin bits for the edges there for the trim details. Some copper paint on that. We got the other rings inside. So I kind of, for the secondary hull, what I did was I trimmed off the flared out sides. I filed that down. I heated this and I curved it inwards as much as I could. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not quite as flat as the Galaxy class Enterprise D. It's a little bit more squished inwards, rounded up this way. I'm trying to just make it a little bit more cylindrical, but still keeping that oval shape of the Galaxy class in mind. And then I added some flat pieces on either side to build that up and just a little thicker, so that stands a little higher. The neck is just made from styrene, bent around, one single piece, just curved around like that. Holes drilled in. It goes right up inside the saucer, and then it's got folded over tabs on either side, which is glued to the inside of the saucer. And same thing down here. It goes right into the secondary hull, and it's got folded over little tabs that are glued into place. Chiller grills made from scratch. I pretty much closed everything off in here and then cut those out of some of that lenticular plastic that I have. Same thing for the impulse engines, the shuttle bay door. Pretty bright. It's hard to see you can see the little ridges on the door there. The only thing I forgot to do is put the red and green position lights on the nacelles. But hey, what are you gonna do? I'd say that's not too bad for a 2500 scale Enterprise D kit, totally modified into an original series Galaxy class version. Oh yeah, the struts. I made the struts from scratch, of course. Big debate when I was building this. One of the things I was trying to decide was whether to have angled pylons like the original or horizontal upward curving pylons like the Enterprise D. Maybe more like the Excelsior, sort of more flat and square, not so, contoured and shapely. But in the end, I decided to go with the original looking angle pylons, and I think it looks great. I just had to angle them more downward and place them sort of underneath that rim, kind of like the Galaxy class. There we go. Okay, so that is the USS Sprinter TOS Galaxy class custom model. So thank you guys for sticking around, taking a look at it with me. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for more Trek mods. Got a lot of projects on the go. Got more things to come. More interesting, unique custom models on the way. Hit that thumbs up button. Check the description below the video for links to HTM and other modelers that I like. And I don't make any money off these videos, so if you want to help out and you're able to, there's links in the description for stuff like that. If you want to help Trek mods continue making these crazy ships. So with that being said, everybody keep on trekking. And that's all we got for this one. See me next time. Oh yeah, roll that beautiful starship footage.